Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. Today I'll be talking about a subject that is quite touchy. If you're not aware, unfortunately there's been another school shooting in America. Now I understand you're probably thinking just a normal day in America, I guess, but sadly it has happened again. A few years ago, you might remember in Nashville there was a shooting which sadly claimed 6 lives, 3 of them children, 3 adults. The trans shooter was taken down.
The surveillance video captured the moments. It all started with a 28-year-old transgender woman and former student shooting out the glass doors of the school, then walking through halls, even going in offices, pointing the assault-style weapon. In total, 6 victims were killed. They have been identified as 9-year-olds Evelyn Dykehouse, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kinney, 61-year-old Cynthia Peak, a substitute teacher, 60-year-old Catherine Kuntz, the head of the school, and 61-year-old Mike Hill, who was a custodian.
I know there's been a few more since then, but not a lot had mainstream media attention like the one that just happened recently in Minneapolis at a Catholic school, where 2 children has sadly lost their lives, and over 18, I believe, are critically injured. Now, at this moment of me making this video, I don't know about the 18 other students, and if they're going to make it, or if any of them has passed away, but hopefully every single one of them pulls through. Now on social media, everybody's pointing fingers. Oh, it's these people to blame. No, it's these people to blame, and back and forth we go. The fact is, 2 little kids have died sadly. Now I've made a video of the Nashville shooting on my YouTube channel, and I remember saying that you have to be a special kind of evil to look at any child and choose murder. How the fuck can you look down the barrel of a gun towards a child who is 8 years old, younger or older, and decide to pull the trigger? Absolute beyond me. Now, we had many people online in the past, especially from the trans community, that wants violence, pushing for stabbings and killings towards those who refuse to accept their lifestyle.
Like, we have such a big problem of transphobic people being idiots and not getting their shit kicked in. Can we just start kicking their shit in? It would be so much easier for everyone. The entire world would be so much better if we could just stab a transphobe. Say something transphobic, you get stabbed. The world would be beautiful.
We're all aware of this trans day of vengeance that has gone on for years. People on the left are pushing violent hatred over and over again, ask for physical violence towards anyone who they find a Nazi. Well, unfortunately, everybody that disagrees with them in their eyes is a Nazi.
Trans people, fight them. We will not let them create a genocide of trans people. I am so tired. I was in a live the other day with 2 trans people who denied this. Out of my way. I disown any trans person who disagrees with this notion. You are not allowed at the fucking table. It's time to fucking fight. Trans genocide's around the corner. Stop debating cis people in your existence. I do not debate. My existence is not a conversation. We fucking fight now, or we die. And we're not gonna die debating cis people. They're gonna have the last word. They're joining your life to call you a man. They're joining your life to call you a woman. They're joining your life to misgender you, to get the right pronouns, to tell you that you're not existent. They're fucking with you and you're an idiot. Stop. You're gonna kill us all. Join together and start organizing a rally for resistance, not for talk. They're fucking with you. You're being gaslit. You think you're going to have a conversation and make progress. We don't have time to make progress. We have time to fight.
You can agree with them on 99% of everything and disagree with them on 1%, and they will still call you one sadly. You cannot help these people. These people are mentally disturbed. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. How can you get this information about children being shot and then make a video like this?
Because I'm all out of compassion for Christian nationalists. Fuck y'all. You did this.
And you know what? There's going to be a lot more of that coming up. You know, especially at these religious areas, you know, hey, we've had enough of your kind coming after public schools, right? It's about time, yeah, churches and Catholic schools and religious schools, it's about time they get their turn. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm just going to sit back and watch people do it. And I'm going to fucking laugh. I'm laughing about yesterday. You guys want to laugh about us? We're going to laugh about you.
And what he said at the beginning of that video is going to be a lot more of this coming up. Unfortunately, he's 100% right. There is going to be a lot more of this happening in the future, probably this year even. And he goes on saying that it's about time religious schools and Catholic schools get their turn. What sort of evil piece of shit would say that what the fuck is wrong with you as you sit back with a fucking smile on your face, laughing at the fact that these little kids has just been shot and killed, and you're just glorifying in it? You are just as sick of a fuck than the person that pulled the trigger on his kids, and anybody that thinks the way that you think can rot in hell. No, I don't know what else to say other than I feel sorry for the kids that had to go through this. I feel sorry for the parents that have to bury their kids because of this. You should not send your kids to school and worry that some lunatic is going to enter the facility and destroy your whole world in a senseless, selfish act. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying they should ban guns, but trust me when I tell you from the UK point of view, banning guns won't solve anything. The amount of stabbings in schools and on the streets of the UK is absolutely horrendous, so banning guns isn't going to solve the problem. These people who want to kill will find 100 million ways to do it. It's about time, and I know it shouldn't have to happen, but it's time to put armed guards outside of schools. Something needs to happen. And also what needs to happen is people on the left, these liberals who are advocating for violence or stabbings just because your point of view does not match somebody else's, needs to be held accountable. Like you liberals always say, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching again. If you would like to subscribe, that's up to you. If you like to follow me on any other platforms again, that's entirely up to you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.